Hello, Dead Hipster Duelist here. So today I have for you a Zombie World Nordic deck profile. Um, Now I did say Zombie World deck profile, Zombie World. So that's gonna define a lot of the choices I made in building this deck. Excuse me. So without further ado, let's get started. This deck is pretty great. You'll kind of see. So first off, for the Nordic engine, you have your 3 Valkyrie. It's your only Nordic Ascendant tuner. I do not run Valkyrie for reasons that you will see. But it's a level 2 tuner, fairly easy to work with, especially with Zombie Master. All you need is 2 level 4s and this guy. Girl, I guess, whatever. Also, her effect's pretty great first turn, if you can get it. Next up, you got your other Nordic tuner. Your 3 gold facts of the Nordic Beasts, a level 4 tuner. Pretty nice, makes a lot of easy level 8s. Brings back your Thor, this brings back your Odin, obviously. And in some cases, this guy can special summon himself, which is pretty cool. Next up, you got Triple Tan Grisner, White Goat. This guy's basically for stalling, honestly. On occasion, your opponent's going to bring out just, the one monster, and then you can get potentially a instant Thor. Or a lot of times I like to run into my opponent with it. There are a lot of things you can do with this. But yeah, it's basically just a level 6. If you can run into something, get 2 tokens, you can set it, install. It has a lot of uses, but either way, pretty good card. Moving on, that is actually it for the Nordic engine. You have the 3 Gleipnirs, so you don't really need more than this. This is pretty much just the core of the deck. So yeah, moving right along. On to the zombie engine. You have the obligatory 3 Mizukis. This card is ridiculous in this deck. You essentially have 6, arguably 9 Monster Reborns in this deck, and that doesn't even account for Odin, Thor, Loki's abilities to reborn themselves. So basically, this guy is just pretty great in general. It's, yeah, again, just one of the 30,000 friggin' reborns you have in this deck. And it's recyclable, and it's a level 4. So, yeah, really nothing bad about that card. Next up, again, the obligatory 3 Zombie Master. There's plenty that you want in the grave. Get this, and a lot of the monsters in this deck are level 4 too, so it's pretty much an instant overlay if you want to do that. Otherwise, you can sync 8 with it. You can do a lot of stuff with Zombie Master. It's a very, very flexible card. Must for every deck. Well, zombie deck, obviously. Yeah, I'm running in Frog next. Anyway. 3 Goblin Zombie. Now, this is obviously the searcher of the deck. It's, well, one of the searchers, frankly. Cycling it back with Mizuki's kind of funny. Or, Book of Life. Or Zombie Master. Again, this deck has way too many reborns. Moving right along, though, it's Great Searcher, can make your opponent mill in certain situations. Great card. Next up, you got one Pyramid Turtle. I just kind of had an empty slot in here, and I'm pretty much anti-staples because I'm a hipster like that. And yeah, so we ended up with zombie Pyramid Turtle. That's the name of the card. Alright, so that's it for the zombie engine. We have a few excess monsters here. First off, we have the 2 White Dragon Wyverburster and the 2 Black Dragon Cold Serpent. This deck honestly could act as a Chaos deck. I choose to not do that, though. These guys are honestly a lot more useful than having a BLS out. Yeah, crazy. Well, arguably. But anyway, you have 4 of these. Basically, this is just a random level 4 spec whenever you want it, which honestly is pretty great, because there are plenty of times when you just have random monsters on the field. Like, you can get Zombie Master, pitch, get Valkyrie, then spec this guy, and then, oh, hey, look, there's an Odin. Other times you can normal gold fact, spec one of these guys, and, oh, hey, look, there's a level 8. Or you can spec multiples of them and overlay with them, and it's pretty funny. And the last monster of the deck, Phantom of Chaos, is an extremely underrated card. Basically, it copies a monster on the grave. It doesn't inflict battle damage. The effect lasts until the end phase, and it does not gain the defense of the monster, only the attack. But yeah, basically use this, copy Zombie Master, and go off. Really nice. Also, you can copy Odin if you want to, and just run over anything that's in your way, and it doesn't inflict battle damage, but it's a 4,000 meter, so yeah. That's it for the monster count. On to the spells. You have the 3 zombie world. This kind of makes the deck go off. It's the only thing that makes your combos possible. And yeah. Search that out. You got the 2 terraforming. Pretty self-explanatory. Triple Book of Life. Again, specking Odin just at random points throughout the game is pretty hilarious. So basically you got 3 Monster Reborns in your arsenal. Burial from Different Dimension. To zombie deck you need it. Get back your Mizukis and your tuners and everything. Got Foolish Burial for whatever you need at the time. And 1 Dark Hole. Because, you know, it's Dark Hole and Odin brings himself back if you use it. That's it for spells. On to traps. Got 3 Gleipnir. It's your only way to search out Nordics. And then you got a Mirror Force and a Solemn Warning. Fairly self-explanatory. Explanatory, there we go. So that's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. Got 2 Odin and 1 Thor. And then for your final level 10, it's not really a Nordic monster, but it's Ally Justice Decisive Armor. Odin's what you're going to get out most of the time. It's just a lot more convenient with the way this deck works out. You have a lot of level 4 non-tuners, and then you have Valkyrie, which that's an Odin play right there. Thor you can get out occasionally. It's a bit more difficult though, so I only run 1. But it happens, so figure why not. Then Decisive Armor you can get out with any assortment of plays, honestly. And figure Lightshorn's potentially on the rise. Gujin's very much on the rise. Yeah, this is definitely a good card to have at the moment. I don't know why it's not going up though. Probably because a lot of decks can't make them. Next up, for your level 8, you have the 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Crimson Blader, and 1 Stardust. Obviously, which one of these you use the most depends on who you're facing, but my favorite for this deck, personally, has to be Crimson Blader, because it's already fairly controlling, and Crimson Blader is just the icing on the cake in most plays. Plus the fact your Crimson Blader kills something, attack directly with Odin, then do the same thing next turn, you win. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, all of these are obviously pretty useful. Oh, fun fact though, Scrap Dragon, target your Nordic guy and something else. Nordic guy comes back in the end phase. Funny. So now you got just a couple excess synchros that I figure, you can make them occasionally. Got a HCS Behemoth and Mistworm. Obviously this one's a lot easier to make because just Zombie Master into Valkyrie and there you go. Mistworm, I feel like there are probably some plays that can make it. I don't know. I think it's like a level 4, level 3, and Valkyrie. So, you know, whatever. It's a card you can make and it's good. Now for the Xyz, I run 2 Key Beetle. There are plenty of darks in the deck. Protecting Zombie World is pretty great. Maestro, Cowboy, Utopia, they're just guys that are fun to make. And then you got 1 Disigma, just because, you know, eventually you can make them sometimes. Then you got my 4 awesome tokens. Love these things. Anyway, so that's the deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your opinions in the comment section. What this deck does really is kind of control through intimidation, really, because your opponent knows your Odin's going to come back, so they pretty much have to go all out, and that can lead to funny misplays. So really just kind of a psyche battle. But yeah, that is the deck. See you guys that time. Don't, crap, I don't have a slogan. Whatever. You know what I mean. I don't care. Slogans are too mainstream. Bye.